Every night, just before bed, Sachiko prepares the same simple ritual. A small bowl of warm miso soup with wakame seaweed. She sits cross-legged on her tatami mat, closes her eyes for a moment, and whispers, "Thank you," for the day, for her health, and for her eyes. Sachiko is 94. She still threads needles by hand. When asked how her vision stayed so sharp, she smiled and said, "I feed my eyes before I sleep." What if the secret to healing your vision isn't in a surgery or a pill, but in something warm, natural, and eaten just before bed? Tonight, we'll explore how eating like the Japanese, especially what you eat before sleep, can gently support and even repair your eyes night after night. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from? And what time is it for you right now? Let me know in the comments. I truly look forward to reading them. Why our eyes get worse as we age, and what you can still do tonight. For many older adults, this decline feels not just physical, but deeply emotional. The fear of losing independence, the sadness of no longer seeing your grandchildren's smiles clearly, the quiet frustration of squinting to read medication labels. It's not just about eyesight, it's about connection, safety, and control. So why does this happen? As we age, our eyes go through natural changes. The lens inside the eye becomes less flexible, making it harder to focus. The retina, the delicate layers at the back of the eye, can thin and weaken. Blood flow slows, and with it, the delivery of oxygen and nutrients. Tiny blood vessels may leak or become damaged. The result? Blurry vision, dryness, poor night vision, and increased risk of conditions like macular degeneration or glaucoma. But here's the truth no one tells you. Your eyes are still trying to heal. Every night, while you sleep, your body enters repair mode. Cells regenerate, inflammation quiets, tissues rebuild. And yes, your eyes participate in this restoration too, especially the retina, which is highly active during the day and needs time to recover at night. But healing needs fuel. If your body doesn't have the right nutrients at night, it's like trying to rebuild a house without bricks. That's why what you eat before bed matters more than you think. In Japan, elders often eat light but specific foods before sleep, not just for digestion, but to support internal healing. Many of these foods are rich in compounds like lutein, zeaxanthin, omega-3s, vitamin A, and antioxidants that reduce inflammation in the eyes and support retinal health. And this isn't just tradition, it's backed by science. Studies have shown that nutrients like lutein and zeaxanthin accumulate in the retina and act like natural sunglasses, filtering harmful blue light and reducing oxidative stress. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, support the structure of the retina and may slow vision loss. So no, aging eyes are not a lost cause. They are still alive, still responding, still capable of healing, especially if you give them the right support at the right time. Tonight, we'll show you how. Starting with your next bite. The Japanese secret to strong eyes at 90. In Japan, it's not uncommon to meet someone in their 80s or 90s who still reads the newspaper without glasses. They navigate narrow streets on bicycles, thread needles with ease, and read tiny kanji characters without the help of magnifiers. So what's their secret? Of course, genetics play a role, but researchers believe lifestyle, especially diet, makes a much bigger difference than most people realize. Let's start with the numbers. Compared to the US, Japan has significantly lower rates of age-related macular degeneration, AMD, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults. In fact, one large study found that Japanese seniors had nearly half the risk of AMD compared to their Western counterparts. Why? The answer may lie on their dinner table. Traditional Japanese meals are rich in eye-supporting nutrients. Think dark leafy greens like komatsuna and spinach, grilled fish like salmon or mackerel rich in omega-3s, and bright orange vegetables like kabocha squash loaded with beta-carotene. Fermented foods like miso and natto improve gut health, which in turn boosts nutrient absorption. Even simple bowls of seaweed soup contribute iodine, antioxidants, and zinc, all of which help protect the retina and improve night vision. But it's not just what they eat, it's how and when they eat. In many Japanese homes, dinner is served early, often before 7 p.m. The meal is light, warm, and nourishing. There are no processed snacks before bed, no sugary desserts late at night. Instead, many elders enjoy a small bowl of savory soup or steamed vegetables that gently nourish the body as it prepares for sleep. This habit isn't just about comfort, it directly supports the body's nighttime repair process, including in the eyes. A study published in the journal Nutrients showed that people who consumed more lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants found in green vegetables and egg yolks, had higher levels of these nutrients in their retinas. And those with higher levels reported sharper vision and better contrast sensitivity, especially at night. The Japanese diet, naturally high in these nutrients, helps the eyes build up their defenses over time. And since they eat these foods regularly, often daily, the benefits are consistent and lasting. There's also something else. In Japan, eating is a quiet, mindful act. Meals are taken slowly, with gratitude. This reduces stress on the digestive system, allowing nutrients to be absorbed more efficiently. And by avoiding late-night overeating, the body can direct more energy toward healing during sleep instead of struggling to digest heavy food. How sleep repairs your eyes, if you let it sleep, isn't just rest, it's repair. Every night while your body lies still, an orchestra of healing begins behind the scenes. Hormones shift, tissues regenerate, cells rebuild. And for your eyes, one of the most active organs during the day, this is their one chance to rest and restore. Think about it. From the moment you wake up, your eyes are working non-stop, focusing, adjusting to light, processing millions of images. The retina, the thin layer of tissue at the back of your eye, is constantly converting light into signals for your brain. This process is energy-intensive and creates oxidative stress. By nightfall, your eyes are tired. They need downtime, but they also need fuel to recover. Here's where sleep becomes your eye's best friend, or worst enemy. If your sleep is poor, too short, or disrupted by light and stress, your body can't enter the deep restorative stages it needs. That includes the regeneration of photoreceptor cells in the retina. And without the right nutrients in your bloodstream, even deep sleep can't perform magic. Healing can't happen without materials. That's why what you eat and when you eat it matters. In Japanese tradition, it's common to eat something light but nourishing about 1 to 2 hours before bed. Not a heavy meal, not sugar, but warm, simple foods that are easy to digest and rich in compounds the eyes love. Warm miso soup with tofu and wakame. A soft-boiled egg with steamed spinach. Grated daikon radish with a touch of soy and shiso leaf. These aren't just comforting, they're strategic. Let's talk science for a moment. Lutein and zeaxanthin, found in green vegetables and egg yolks, accumulate in the retina and help filter harmful blue light, especially from screens. They also reduce oxidative damage from sunlight and aging. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, are essential for the structural integrity of retinal cells. Low levels have been linked to dry eye and retinal degeneration. Vitamin A, found in foods like pumpkin and liver, helps maintain the health of the cornea and improves night vision. Zinc, found in seaweed and miso, helps transport vitamin A from the liver to the retina. All of these nutrients do their best work during sleep. In one study, participants who consumed a lutein-rich diet before bed had significantly higher macular pigment density after just a few weeks, suggesting the eyes were actively absorbing and storing these compounds overnight. Now imagine, every night, your eyes are asking for tools to repair themselves. If you go to bed after eating processed food or nothing at all, it's like showing up to a construction site with no bricks, no wood, no tools. But if you offer your body the right nourishment, calm, simple, and consistent, your sleep becomes something more. It becomes medicine. And that's what Japanese elders have known for generations. They don't just rest their eyes. They feed them. They protect them. They honor the healing that happens in silence, in sleep, in darkness. Eat this before bed. Japanese night foods that gently heal your eyes while you sleep. In Japan, the last meal of the day is never rushed. It's quiet, intentional, often warm and simple, just enough to satisfy, never to burden. And for many elders, what they choose to eat in that final hour before bed is not just about comfort, it's about healing. You see, certain foods, especially when eaten in the evening, can provide the exact nutrients your eyes need to repair during sleep. These foods are gentle on digestion, rich in eye-supportive compounds, and deeply rooted in the traditions of long-lived Japanese elders. Let's look at 6 of them. Each one a quiet ally for your eyes, starting tonight. 1. Chawanmushi, savory steamed egg, custard. Silky, warm, and soothing, chawanmushi is a light egg custard steamed with dashi broth, often including small pieces of mushroom or shrimp. Eggs are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that concentrate in the retina and protect against age-related macular degeneration. The soft texture makes it easy to digest, making it perfect before sleep. More importantly, this dish feels like a lullaby in a bowl. It slows you down, calms the nervous system, and quietly nourishes your vision while you rest. 2. Miso soup with wakai, seaweed. This is a staple in many Japanese households, even at night. Miso, made from fermented soybeans, contains zinc, essential for transporting vitamin A to the retina. Wakame seaweed adds iodine and antioxidants, supporting both thyroid and eye function. But beyond nutrition, miso soup provides warmth and grounding. That matters. A warm, savory broth signals the body that the day is winding down, that it's time to heal. 3. Natto. Fermented soybeans, sticky, strong-smelling, and deeply traditional, natto is not for everyone, but its benefits are hard to ignore. Natto is rich in vitamin K2, which supports healthy blood vessels, including the delicate capillaries in the eyes. It also contains nattokinase, an enzyme that supports circulation. Better blood flow means better nutrient delivery to the retina. Many elders in Japan eat a small portion of natto with rice in the evening, especially during the colder months. It's not about taste, it's about function. And this sticky little food packs a powerful punch for aging eyes. 4. Grated daikon radish with shiso leaf, light, crisp, and slightly spicy. Grated daikon, served raw or gently warmed, is often paired with shiso, a fragrant leaf with anti-inflammatory properties. This pairing supports liver function and detoxification. Why does that matter for your eyes? Because a burdened liver can't process vitamin A properly, leaving your vision in the dark. In traditional Japanese meals, this dish is often served as a small side to lighten heavier foods. But eaten before bed, it also helps reduce eye puffiness and tiredness by morning. 5. Steamed kabocha, Japanese pumpkin, bright orange and naturally sweet. Kabocha is loaded with beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, a key player in retinal health and night vision. Kabocha is also comforting. When steamed and lightly seasoned, it becomes soft and buttery, easy to digest, and ideal for winding down. Just a few pieces can deliver enough carotenoids to support eye regeneration overnight. Some Japanese elders even mash it gently with a bit of white miso for added flavor and benefit, a sleepy-eyed superfood. 6. Soba tea or warm barley tea. Instead of sugary desserts or dairy before bed, many in Japan finish their evening with a small cup of soba cha, buckwheat tea, or mugicha, barley tea. These caffeine-free teas are rich in antioxidants, including rutin, which supports blood vessel strength in the eyes. They're hydrating without overstimulating, warm, soothing, and quietly therapeutic. Drinking a small cup 30 minutes before sleep helps flush out oxidative stress from the day while preparing the body and your eyes for deep rest. The ritual of slowness, what ties all of these foods together, isn't just their nutrients, it's their pace. These are not rushed meals. They're small, intentional moments of nourishment before rest. In a fast food culture, slowing down to prepare a cup of tea or steam a piece of pumpkin may feel unnecessary. But for your body and your eyes, it is an act of kindness, an invitation to heal. Because your vision doesn't need grand solutions. It needs consistency, it needs softness, it needs sleep and the right support before sleep. Tonight, maybe you choose just one of these foods, one bowl, one bite, one act of care. And with time, your eyes will thank you, not just for what you gave them, but for the quiet way you did. The Japanese way of eating at night. When and how you eat matters. In Japan, eating isn't just about food, it's a rhythm, a ritual, and at night, that rhythm slows down. You won't find late-night fast food runs or oversized dinners at 9 p.m. in most traditional Japanese households. Instead, there's a quiet routine, a gentle winding down, where dinner is served early, eaten slowly, and finished long before bed. And that timing, it matters more than you might think, especially for your eyes. Dinner before darkness. Many elders in Japan eat their evening meal by 6:30 or 7 p.m. It's not a rule, but a rhythm tied to nature. As the sun sets, the body begins to shift into repair mode. Late meals can disrupt this process, forcing the body to focus on digestion instead of healing. Eating too close to bedtime may also interfere with sleep quality, and since sleep is when your eyes regenerate, that's a hidden cost most people overlook. By finishing dinner early, Japanese elders give their bodies time to digest, absorb nutrients, and fully rest. This helps their eyes get the most out of the food they've eaten. Light, warm, and easy to digest. Japanese evening meals are typically lighter than lunch. Warm broths, steamed vegetables, small portions of fish or tofu. These foods don't weigh down the system. They support blood flow and nutrient delivery without overstimulating the body. Contrast this with a heavy, greasy, or sugary dinner, which can spike blood sugar, stress the liver, and leave the eyes with very little to work with overnight. By keeping meals simple and warm, digestion improves, and so does the body's ability to direct healing towards sensitive tissues like the retina. Posture, presence, and no screens on. One small but powerful habit among older Japanese adults is how they sit to eat. On the floor, back straight, legs folded, or at a low table, with both feet grounded. This posture naturally slows you down. It encourages mindful chewing and focused presence. And then there's something many of us forget. No screens, no TV blaring, no scrolling, no emails, just the meal, and maybe a few words with family. This matters more than it seems. Eating without distraction calms the nervous system, boosts digestion, and helps your body recognize fullness more naturally. And when your mind is calm during a meal, your body absorbs more. That means more lutein, more zinc, more vitamin A going where it needs to go, like your eyes. Itadakimasu, a moment of gratitude. Before eating, Japanese people say, itadakimasu, a word that means I humbly receive. It's a moment of thanks, not just for the food, but for the life that made it possible. This tiny pause turns eating into something sacred, something nourishing on more than just a physical level. It reminds us, food is medicine, but only if we slow down long enough to let it be. 2 gentle eye rituals before sleep, inspired by Japanese elders. You've nourished your eyes with the right food. Now, before you drift off to sleep, there's one more gift you can offer them: stillness and care. In Japan, many elders follow small, nightly rituals for their eyes. Nothing complicated, no machines, just their breath, their hands, and a few minutes of quiet. These simple practices help relieve tension, improve circulation, and prepare the eyes for deeper overnight healing. Here are 2 rituals you can begin tonight. 1. The warm towel. Calm, this is a favorite among grandmothers in rural Japan. Take a soft washcloth, soak it in warm water, and wring it out. Lie down or sit comfortably. Close your eyes and place the warm towel gently over them. Let the heat melt away the tightness. As you breathe slowly, imagine your eyes softening, like petals closing for the night. This warmth helps relax the tiny muscles around your eyes, improves blood flow, and signals your nervous system to release the day's stress. Just 3 to 5 minutes is enough. Optional. Add a drop of lavender or chamomile oil nearby, not on the towel, just in the room, for added relaxation. 2. The slow blink and focus reset. This quiet exercise trains your eye muscles gently and calms the mind. Sit in bed or by a soft light. Hold your thumb about 10 inches from your face. Focus on your thumb. Then slowly shift your gaze to something farther across the room. Breathe in as you look far. Breathe out as you return your focus to your thumb. Repeat this shift 5 to 6 times slowly. Then finish with 10 very slow, full blinks, each one like a soft curtain falling. This practice helps relax the eye muscles after a long day of screen time or strain. It also improves flexibility of focus, something that fades with age but can be gently trained. Why these rituals matter? Elderly people in Japan don't separate healing from daily life. They weave it in through tea, breath, posture, and quiet care like this. These rituals aren't about fixing something broken. They're about returning to balance, reminding your eyes, you are safe now. You can rest. Tonight, before sleep, try just one of these practices. Let it be slow, Let it be soft. Let it be yours. Sachiko, the woman we met at the beginning of this video, is now 94. She still makes her miso soup each night. Still closes her eyes before bed with gratitude. Still sees the world with surprising clarity, not just with her vision, but with her heart. You may not live in Kyoto, you may not eat seaweed every day, but healing is still possible, right where you are. Your eyes have carried you through decades of laughter, tears, memories, and love. They've worked hard for you. Maybe now, it's time to give something back. A warm bowl, a quiet breath, a little darkness, a little care. Night after night, that's where healing begins. So tonight, choose one thing. Just one. Let your last meal be gentle. Let your sleep be deep. Let your eyes finally rest. And remember, you're never too old to start something kind. Not for your eyes, not for yourself,